In this video, I am breaking down how to charge for your video editing services. Hopefully these tips will help you on your own video editing journey and give you a little bit more clarity when it comes to charging for your video editing services. Now, if we haven't met yet, I'm Colleen and I'm your video editing mentor. And in this channel, I help you to get a video editing job and to get paid doing what you love. So for more tips on that, be sure to hit subscribe with the bell so you do not miss a thing. Now, first, let's talk about hourly versus flat rate. There are two main general ways to charge for your video editing services. One is to charge on a per hour basis, and the other is to charge a flat rate for the entire video or the entire project or the entire time you're working with the client. Now, both of these options are well understood by clients. So more likely you're going to see both of these types when you're looking for a video editing job on a platform like Upwork. Now, which is better? It's hard to say. A flat rate may be a better option if you're a beginner and you're worried that the client might judge you for taking a significantly long time on a project. So if you're charging hourly on this project, but you need an insane amount of hours to get it done because you are still learning, it may be in your best interest to just be working off of a flat rate. On the opposite end, this also would be a great option if you're not a beginner and you have a really good idea of how long a project is going to take you. Therefore, you can charge more on the flat rate, making sure that you have a little comfort zone covering the hourly estimate that you gave. Some clients do prefer the flat rate option if they're worried about their budgets and they're afraid to essentially leave the charging in your hands. If you're highly experienced as an editor and you're able to formulate a package service for your client, that would also count as a per month flat rate, which the client may be very comfortable paying rather than needing to worry about exactly how much to pay you every month. They could just pay you sort of a retainer fee every month just for having you on, kind of similar to a salary. Now, with an hourly rate, there's essentially no limit to the amount that you could be charging the client. An hourly rate is the most common form of payment that I've seen on Upwork. Probably because in the US, most jobs start at an hourly rate. So it's comfortable for clients to formulate their budgets in that way. Sometimes a client is still going to want an estimate from you as far as how long a project is going to take you so that they can compare your hourly rate with their overall monthly budget. So it's still a good idea to have a sense of being able to estimate how long projects or single videos will take you. However, the perk of working at an hourly rate is that when you have clients that are unpredictable and maybe they want more work from you than you originally estimated, well, I think, well, I'm working hourly, so keep the work coming to a degree. Don't literally keep the work coming. Which is why when you're working with a flat rate, sometimes you'll see very strict terms going along with that flat rate as far as revisions go to protect the video editor from doing way too much work than originally estimated. Now, I often see hourly rates for clients that are looking for more of a longer term commitment rather than just a short project that needs done on the fly randomly. Most of my clients are longer term, so I do see more hourly rates rather than flat rates. Now, if you made it this far and you are loving this video, I would appreciate if you can hit the like button below so this video can spread to more people. And for more details on how to become a YouTube video editor with Premiere Pro, be sure to check out my new Skillshare class and receive a free month of Skillshare just by clicking the link in the description below. Now, let's talk about how much to charge for your video editing services. There are a lot of factors that go into how much exactly to charge for video editing. So to answer this question, let's turn to Upwork. On Upwork, I've seen hourly wages as low as $12 an hour and as high as $55 an hour. And if you're looking for a fixed price, you'll see fixed prices at $10 and you'll see fixed prices at $1,500. Now, it's important to note that some clients don't really understand how to list their budgets properly on Upwork. So if you see a low price like $30, well, that may still mean $30 a video. Take with that what you will, but it's worth contacting the client to confirm what they mean by their budgeting and exactly where their head's at in terms of how they pick that number. It's also important to note that the budgets reflected in Upwork do not always correlate with the average rate for that type of position. Or in other words, what you actually should be getting paid. It is one of the drawbacks to using a site like Upwork to get a job. You are playing by their rules, and this includes submitting to the budgets that Upwork suggests to the clients. Now, for now, let's just look at hourly budgets and start with positions around the low end, so $15 to $20 an hour. Now, this would definitely count as an entry-level position rate. So maybe you just graduated from film school, or you're just getting to a place where you can edit, but you're still learning a lot and still learning how to better work with clients. Seeing the terms basic editing or rough cuts, or combining audio with video, or even editing for social media are all things that you might see in jobs like this. Now let's talk about intermediate video editors. This is probably the most broad range of skill level in terms of the video editor, and it can range from $25 an hour up to $40 an hour. Now in this range, you're likely to see a lot of smaller or larger businesses looking for long-term video editing services. You're seeing terms like professional video editor, and you're seeing better descriptions as far as exactly how the client intends to use your services and exactly what they need help with in terms of video. Now, what does it take to be called an expert and to earn that expert money? Well, strap in, because selecting the expert level on Upwork actually led me to some hilarious results, because oftentimes people select expert, as you would, everybody wants an expert, but they're not willing to pay in the expert range for a video editor. But ideally, you are looking for more high-end companies, looking for professional editors with an abundance of skill. Now, if you are an expert video editor, one thing I would recommend is that you don't look in Upwork, because the clients that you're looking to find probably aren't looking for you on there. They're probably looking for you on LinkedIn or Indeed or other more professional platforms of finding professional video editors, which is of course a conversation in and of itself, because when you're looking at Upwork, you're looking at more freelance positions versus true part-time or full-time positions. You may find some, but when you're looking at that expert range, you're more likely to find the pay range more associated with full-time salary jobs at corporate companies or creative post houses. So it's a little bit of a balance between the lifestyle that you want for yourself and the amount of money that you think that you can make as a video editor. Now, this video is part of a series on making money as a video editor, so be sure to check out this video next as far as more tips on creating your rate as a video editor. Be sure to hit subscribe for more tips on video editing, freelance lifestyle, and creativity. Thank you to my team. Again, I am Colleen, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.